This I believe. In the 1980s, my parents and their families, like the ancestors of all Americans, immigrated to the United States from far, far away in search for something better, whether it be money, education, liberty, or all of the above. Despite not having a decent education, being completely foreign to the English language, and never having seen a person of another color, they and many other immigrants from all around the world believed that by coming to the Great Mixing Bowl, life would be better. Thanks to my parents and the allowance for immigration, my childhood is certainly better than theirs were. Like hundreds and thousands of immigrants of the 80s, my parents arrived in Chicago, adding to Chicago's variety, a place where the Chinese population has been growing rapidly. My parents' families, like much of the new immigrants, initially lived in a small apartment in Chinatown, where the language and culture seems familiar. In 1993, my parents broke free from Chinatown and started their own little restaurant in Oak Park, a little suburb west of Chicago. As the Chinese population grew, so did the amount of restaurants. Chinatown can no longer house enough jobs for its population. So, the growing amount of immigrants were hired by the increasing number of Chinese food places all around the city. Today, our restaurant employs about a dozen Chinese immigrants of various ages, a few of which whom I've interviewed. Instead of letting you read through the interviews of odd Chinese dialects, which I doubt anyone watching will understand, I've condensed them to one interview, which pretty much sums up the main reason why Chinese people come to America. Dollars. It's not the American dream they chase, it's the American dollar. Because once they leave the motherland, the culture, and the dreams they've built there, the barriers such as language, education, and expectations are often too great to overcome to make those dreams come true. Most immigrants soon realize that their initial dreams and aspirations are a figment of their past. They can't be the accountant or the teacher that they wanted or were educated to become, even if it was their previous occupation. It's difficult to become anything more than a typical immigrant working at a Chinese food place. So, people build new dreams and chase new goals that are made possible with the American dollar. Dollars can bring what they couldn't get before. It can pay for a decent education, so you can think bigger and better futures. It can attract daughter-in-laws, and will give your descendants a better chance at their dreams, since you got the funds to get there. Apparently, immigration to the U.S. was, as another employee put it, a very glorious trend in China. It is hard to earn enough money to buy a house, a car, or even get a daughter-in-law. Never mind retiring and traveling. That's why many of them leave the rice paddies in China to be overworked and underpaid, but in American dollars. As of June 9th of 2009, the exchange rate of American dollar to a Chinese yuan is $1 to about 6.83 yuans. Instead of earning no more than 500 yuans a month in China, they get at least $1,500 US a month. Although to an average American, that may seem very little, but it's more than plenty for those who haven't seen any better. Because to them, the dollar is glorious. So, they work hard for the money. So long and hard for the money. And America has treated my parents right. After about 25 years of hard earnings and some investments, my parents have permanently changed their lives, while providing their children, me and my brother, a better hand than what they were dealt. This May, my mom was able to secure our new house. Soon, we will be moving from this to this. Only a 10-minute drive from Chinatown.